The Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security wants as many Barbadians as possible to see farming as vital for food security. So I am here at the Animal Nutrition Unit with Agricultural Officer Dr. Ronnette Bowen, and she's going to tell us how to become a rabbit farmer.
Well, rabbits have been here for quite a long time. The ministry first got involved in rabbit rearing around the 70s with the Central Agricultural Station, CLS, right here in the Pine. And what happened is that they tried to introduce it to the rabbit farmers, to farmers that were interested in a cheap alternative source of white meat. And we found that the farming community really took to it. So over the years, it had gained and waned over the years, but essentially we still have a good core of rabbit farmers here on the island, and we find people are very, very interested in it.
And the varieties?
Well, there are a number of varieties that you can find here on the island. We find that the most popular ones would be the New Zealand White, the New Zealand Red. We have the California. The English Spot is gaining popularity. We also have the Flemish Giant. That's a lovely, he's quite large, you know. We have some farmers that also have the Chinchilla, but those are like little balls of fluff. So basically the rabbits you choose for your rabbitry will determine what your end goal will be. If you're looking to produce meat, you will go for something like the Flemish Giant, which is quite large. You'd go for a New Zealand Red, which also has a hefty weight.
So now that you've decided to become a rabbit farmer, you have to pay close attention to their nutrition and make sure that they are in a safe environment. Remember that rabbits are mammals. So if you do need more information or assistance, please contact the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security at Graham Hall.
What should you feed your rabbits? Well, most persons just feed their rabbits rabbit ration, which is what you can get from the feed store. But rabbits they can also eat forage. They like the mulberry. They like anything you give them from the garden. You know how you say you shouldn't let rabbits loose in your garden? They'll eat everything? They will.
You will definitely need a cage, as Dr. Bowen explains, and there are different sizes for does and bucks.
This is a typical cage that we would utilize. This is what you would call suspended cage. Suspended system, but you can also have stacked cages, meaning you have this here, and then you would have a catchment for the urine and the feces underneath, and then under here you would have another set of cages. So you can stack cages probably as high as 3. So you'd probably have one probably on the bottom, and then on top of that you will have a catchment, and then you'll have another set of cages, and then you'll have catchment over that, and then you would have the final one, which would probably be either stacked in a frame or suspended from the ceiling, like this one.
Rearing rabbits is quite easy and is suitable for persons in every age group.
If you have a little space in your backyard, which is the beautiful thing about rabbit rearing, even the smallest space, as long as it's a square foot, you can rear rabbits. You know, you just need some wire, some J-clips, and even if you don't use the feeders like we have here, which are metallic feeders, you can use regular homemade feeders and waterers to do the same thing, you know. But it's something that even with just a pair of rabbits will probably cost you about $100, because it's going to be $50 for your doe and $50 for your buck.
So now you know how to become a rabbit farmer. For more information, please contact the Ministry of Agriculture at 535-5960. So drop us a line at how.to@barbados.gov.bb for more information.